Hello everyone and welcome to Flowing with Angels. I hope you are all doing well. Thank you so much for all of your love and support for this channel. I appreciate it very much. I'm delighted to have you with me again for another timeless angel message and angelic symbol. This week Archangel Jeremiel treats us to beautiful sweet guidance featuring the symbolism of cake. As usual, we will start by taking a look at the spiritual meaning of this symbol first, before we move on to Archangel Jeremiel's channeled message for us. Cake symbolizes blessings, prosperity, the sweet rewards of life, joy and celebration, mostly related to love and the social connections in our lives. The creative process of baking a cake refers to our anticipation for positive change and our optimistic feelings about an upcoming event or special achievement that we are looking forward to celebrating. This elevated inner state matches the higher energy frequency that attracts abundance into our lives and helps us to manifest our dreams. The basic batter for preparing a cake consists of flour, eggs, butter, milk, salt and baking powder. Baking powder is an important leavening agent that causes the cake to rise, giving it a light and airy texture. Without baking powder, the cake will turn out tough and with poor volume. But when too much baking powder is added, the cake will taste bitter or collapse after rising too rapidly. Baking powder represents the energy we put into our manifestation process, which determines the quality of the outcome. Let's find out what specific guidance Archangel Jeremiel has in store for us right now. My beloved ones, it warms my heart to behold you all and share with you my words of eternal wisdom regarding the alchemy of abundance. The alchemy of abundance encompasses the meeting of the higher energies and the endless creative possibilities and forms of the earthly elements, and their transmutation into tangible manifestations of abundance. I have chosen a sweet, lavish cake as the ultimate symbol of manifested abundance, as it is recognized as such all over your planet. A cake can be made with a vast variety of ingredients and baked in different shapes and sizes, as is the nature of the various manifestations that you are wishing to attract into your earthly reality and human experience. As the baking powder is the ingredient that causes the greatest chemical reaction in the baking process of a cake, determining to a large extent the outcome and quality of the final result, I will use it as a metaphor for the spiritual, alchemical energies that are needed for you to be successful in your ability to co-create and attract abundance in your life. Too little spiritual baking powder refers to a lethargic state of doubt, disbelief and discouragement when it comes to your creative powers and your inherent worthiness of living a life of overflow, ease and joy. There is no acceleration of energy, no excitement, and no anticipation of what can be or what is to come, which leaves the growing field of your potential manifestations dry and barren, and your energy frequency dense and at a lower vibration. You talk yourself out of your own blessings, and you rather stay in your self-made prison of reasons and arguments why an abundant life will never be within your reach, when you could not be more wrong, my dear ones, as you are the personification of universal love and abundance at all levels of your being. But you choose to use your free will to deny this truth for yourself as well as others. Too much spiritual baking powder symbolizes that you do believe in the possibility of abundance, but that it comes at a cost. This causes you to be in a state of constant strain and effort, chasing after what you desire instead of attracting it, which requires the use of enormous amounts of energy, which will eventually lead to a mental, emotional, and physical burnout. The cake has exploded before your very eyes, and you cannot enjoy its fruits, but you rather taste the bitterness of overexhaustion and defeat. Abundance as an end result will only feel satisfying to you if the process was sweet and enjoyable, and the energy you put into the process was light and optimistic, not filled with worry and anxiety along the way. However, remember, dear ones, there really is no end station, only a journey. During your life, you will move from one manifestation to the other, and as you possess an ever-expanding nature and an ever-expanding desire for creation, you will always be on the move. That is why it is so important to know the right amount of metaphorical baking powder to bake the most delicious and satisfying cake, which is what I'm about to reveal to you right now. What you are looking for, dear ones, are the magical elements of grace, flow, balance, and reflection that will help you to align to the Holy Spirit, the energy that indefatigably creates world after worlds and universe after universe, and shows up in your life as synchronicities and good fortune when you allow yourself to keep up with it vibrationally, and when your actions are taken from the wisdom emerging through an open heart and resulting in a clear focus. In order to determine the right amount of spiritual baking powder, you must become aware of your emotional state in every given moment, as life brings you challenges as well as opportunities, and make your adjustments accordingly. It is all about playing with the energies and tempering the fluctuations of your inner state of being, because both the challenges and the opportunities are catalysts and gateways for immense flows of abundance. Your awareness of your power of influence, as you are the one adding the baking powder to your metaphorical cake mixture, will motivate you to start experimenting as a true alchemist. At times when you are feeling lethargic, lacking motivation, courage, and trust, you must find a way to break this cycle by focusing on the things in your life that bring a smile of appreciation to your face, and on the small steps that you can take to improve your mood and uplift your spirit. View them as little cupcakes that you have baked as you move towards the masterpiece that will be the cake of your dreams. You will find yourself getting more and more in the vicinity of the true frequency of abundance, and your recipe will improve along the way as you practice maintaining this higher state of being for longer periods of time. When you find yourself pushing too hard or in an aggressive chasing mode, it is important to take a step back, surrender, and let go, knowing that when you release your grip, the universe will take over. This requires deliberate stillness and retreat. Just as a physical muscle gets stronger and more effective when it alternates between contraction and relaxation, so will you learn that your process of manifesting abundance will become more enjoyable when you take action at the right time and sit back and wait for further inspiration at the right time. This is true spiritual temperance. Another important element of the alchemy of abundance that I would like to conclude my message with is your relationship to other people's success and abundance. Are you able to join them in their celebrations and be genuinely happy for their good fortune, knowing that there is more than enough for all of you to enjoy and that their abundance does not take away from yours? On the contrary, the more abundance is observed and shared in your world, the more the consciousness of lack will dissipate, and the more people will fulfill their potential and live in a state of expansion and joy. Your participation in the alchemical process of abundance by finding balance and flow in your own life when it comes to your inner state of being contributes to not only your own creation of abundance, but also to that of the worlds you live in, my dearest ones. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel, or leave a comment in the comment section below if you wish to do so. I'm sending you lots of love and light. Until next time, namaste.